Ladies, your emotions and your feelings are your biggest superpower. We live in a society where we are constantly told that we need to put our feelings and our emotions aside and act from a source of logic. And in a way, that's very true. Logic is very important. When we embrace our emotions and our feelings, we unlock a whole new level of understanding for ourselves and the situation. Let me explain. As women in our lives, emotion and showing our emotions, embracing our feelings is often discouraged. We get the stereotype of, oh, we're just emotional women, we're just on our periods, we're just acting from emotion all the time. It's almost like we're told from a very early age that our emotions and our feelings are not important and that we should ignore them and suppress them. I'm here to tell you that that is the opposite. As women, we are naturally in touch with our emotions. We naturally feel things on a deeper level than masculine men can. That is not an insult to men. There's plenty of men who are very in touch with their emotions. But as women, we can easily be in touch with our emotions and how we feel. And so when we're told over and over again from childhood that we just need to stop crying, stop feeling a certain way about it, suppress our emotions, act from logic only, that is a very masculine way of looking at things. And it makes sense. We live in a patriarchy. We live in a masculine society. And of course, this is changing. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're a woman or if you identify as a feminine, your emotions are your biggest superpower. When you allow yourself to feel your emotions, when you don't suppress them, when you allow yourself to cry, when you allow your emotions to come up in the way that they naturally do, you allow yourself to be in touch with your intuition. Intuition is a superpower that is completely based off of gut feelings, and emotions. Obviously, every woman uses logic and every woman has feelings. And when we only operate out of a place of logic, we ignore the superpower that we hold within us to operate from our gut instincts. And the only way that we, are not in touch with our intuition is when we're not in touch with our emotions. And so I have grown up feeling like my emotions and the weight that I carry on my shoulders from my feelings, because they are so intense sometimes, is a bad thing. It's a curse. It's a curse how sensitive I am. It's a curse how deeply I feel my emotions. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel this way too. But I am here to tell you that it is not a curse. It can feel like a curse sometimes because it's not fun to feel the weight of the world. Allowing yourself to feel your emotions, allowing yourself to be in touch with your emotions, gives you the superpower of intuition. We've all heard, men say that women can't be leaders because we're too emotional. Yeah, we've all heard that. It's the dumbest thing ever, but we've all heard that, right? And so we subconsciously think, maybe there's some truth to this. Maybe my emotions are bad. Maybe I should try to suppress them and be more like a man. Maybe I should be more logical. You are already logical. You are not less logical than any man. People don't realize that our emotions have more value in situations than we think. When we try to act just from a logical standpoint, we completely block off our intuition. We've all had experiences where we had a gut feeling about something that wasn't logical. You know, we had a gut feeling that this person was deceiving us, but it wasn't logical, you know, it didn't make sense. Why would they do that? And then later on, you find out that that gut feeling was right. And it's not based on logic, it's based on our innate ability to read situations and understand our feelings about this. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you're like me and you are a very emotional person, if world events and things that are going on in your personal life cause you to feel extremely heavy emotions and you just feel like, I can't even handle the weight of this, I understand that it's hard to be such an emotional being and be so in touch with your feelings, but I encourage you to flip the narrative and see this as your biggest superpower instead of a flaw. You are naturally in touch with your intuition, and your intuition and your gut instincts will always guide you to where you need to go. Our intuition basically means an inner knowing. And so when you are in touch with your feelings, when you are crying about the state of the world, when you're crying about things that triggered you emotionally, just remember that you are feeling these emotions because you are so in touch with your feelings and you are so in touch with your inner knowing. Suppressing your emotions is only going to hurt you in the end. And so don't let anybody tell you that your emotions are a weakness, that your feelings are a weakness. Of course, you know, it's always smart to take a step back in situations. It's always smart to not act on our emotions because our emotions can get us in trouble sometimes. We can feel things very strongly and feel very impulsive. I understand that. But you have an innate strength within you and the only way that you get away from this strength is by suppressing your emotions. So yeah, I just wanted to send this message to any woman or any, you know, this doesn't have to be for women, anybody who is very in touch with their emotions. It is a superpower. It is not a bad thing. It may feel really heavy sometimes, but it is your greatest strength to be in touch with your feelings and your emotions. And I completely understand you.